On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Unseen.
Not seen or noticed, not perceived.
Examples:
Unseen danger. An unseen force. The consequences of the pandemic remain unseen as scientists continue to research the virus.
Rediscover.
To discover or find again something that was previously known but lost.
Examples:
Rediscover a value. Rediscover an old truth. The painting was rediscovered in an attic and turned out to be a long-lost masterpiece.
Epilogue.
A concluding section or speech that follows the main body of a literary work or other performance, a postscript that concludes an event or speech.
Examples:
Epilogue scene. Write an epilogue. The novel's epilogue provides a glimpse into the characters' lives after the story's main events.
Canyon.
A large deep valley with very steep sides of rock and usually formed by a river.
Examples:
Twisty canyon road. Canyon of skyscrapers. The Grand Canyon has an awe-inspiring sight.
Meadow.
A field of grass and wildflowers, especially one used for hay.
Examples:
Graze in the meadow. Lowland meadow. The lush meadow was covered in wildflowers.
Jaguar.
A large animal of the cat family that has a yellowish-brown coat with black spots, mainly found in parts of Central and South America.
Examples:
A wild jaguar. A female jaguar. Humans have developed the jaguar's habitat over several decades.
Rhinoceros.
Also rhino, a large, thick-skinned mammal with one or two horns on the nose, typically found in Africa and Asia.
Examples:
Rhinoceros habitat. White rhinoceros. The baby rhinoceros at the wildlife sanctuary was recently born and is very cute.
Topography.
The arrangement and physical features of a particular area or region, including its natural and artificial elements and their relative positions and elevations. The study or description of this arrangement and these features.
Examples:
Topography map. Detailed topography. The topography of the region is rugged, with many hills and valleys.
Abrupt.
Sudden and unexpected.
Examples:
Abrupt departure. Speak in an abrupt manner. The sudden, abrupt change in weather caught everyone by surprise.
Midtown.
The central area of a city or town, typically a busy commercial or business district. Midtown traffic. Midtown coffee shop. The conference is being held in Midtown Manhattan.
Megacity.
A huge city, especially with a population of more than 10 million people.
Examples:
Megacity pollution. Megacity project. The fishing village grew rapidly into a bustling megacity.
Overlook.
To fail to notice something, to watch over someone, to provide a view from above.
Examples:
Overlook a street. Overlook that fact. We cannot overlook an opportunity for great success.
Cartographer.
A person who creates or produces maps, typically by gathering or analyzing geographic data and using specialized software or tools.
Examples:
Expert cartographer. Cartographer's tool. A cartographer's job requires a strong eye for detail and a deep understanding of geographic principles.
Broadway.
A famous street in New York City, specifically in the borough of Manhattan, renowned for its theaters and musical productions, the commercial theater district and the theater industry in general.
Examples:
Broadway show. Broadway theater. We watched an incredible Broadway musical last night.
Vanish.
Disappear or stop being present or existing suddenly and completely.
Examples:
Vanish into thin air. Vanish amid the crowd. 2 months later, my tumor vanished utterly.
Fortify.
To make something stronger or more resistant to attack or damage, to give someone or something more strength or support.
Examples:
Fortify a building. Fortify an immune system. He drank a protein shake to fortify his muscles before the marathon.
Marsh.
A type of land that is always wet and has soft soil, swamp or bog.
Examples:
Marsh bird. River delta marsh. Environmentalists are concerned about the harm to the marsh.
Swamp.
An area of low-lying land that is flooded or saturated with water, often having a growth of natural vegetation.
Examples:
Muddy swamp. Swamp tour. The lowland swamp was full of dangerous animals and poisonous plants.
Georeferencing.
The process of linking digital spatial data to real-world geographic locations, often using satellite imagery or GPS data.
Examples:
Georeferencing software. Georeferencing data. The georeferencing process involves aligning a digital image with a known geographic location.
Hydrology.
The scientific study of water, including its properties, distribution, and movement on and beneath the Earth's surface, and its interaction with the environment.
Examples:
Forest hydrology. Hydrology expert. The study of hydrology is important for understanding water resources and management.
Shoreline.
A line that separates land and sea.
Examples:
Shoreline erosion. Coral reef shoreline. Flooding occurs along the city's shoreline due to the storm surge.
Bedrock.
The solid rock underlying soil or alluvium.
Examples:
Bedrock foundation. Bedrock geology. The bedrock beneath the soil is extremely solid and stable.
Glacier.
A slowly moving mass of ice formed from snow on mountains or near the North Pole or the South Pole.
Examples:
Glacier retreat. Glaciers move tardily. The glaciers of the Ice Age have shaped fjord.
Probabilistic.
Characterized by the influence of chance or probability, involving the use of statistical models or methods to estimate likelihoods or risks.
Examples:
Probabilistic model. Probabilistic approach. In a probabilistic system, the outcome is uncertain and can vary based on chance.
Horticulture.
The art or practice of cultivating and growing ornamental plants, fruits, vegetables, or flowers, the science and study of plant cultivation.
Examples:
Urban horticulture. Sustainable horticulture. She studied applied horticulture to learn more about plant cultivation and landscaping.
Squash.
To forcefully crush or flatten something, to suppress, stifle, or defeat an idea or opposition forcefully.
Examples:
Squash a package. Squash a rebellion. I like to squash my grapes when making homemade wine.
Grassland.
A large area of land covered mainly by grass, with few or no trees, and typically used for grazing livestock.
Examples:
Endangered grassland. Vast grassland. Meadows and pastures are examples of smaller-scale grasslands in many parts of the world.
Shrub.
A woody plant that is smaller than a tree and has several main stems emerging from the soil.
Examples:
Tree and shrubs. Small shrub. These are shrubs with no trunks that rarely grow taller than 3 meters.
Heath.
An area of open uncultivated land, typically covered in heather, gorse, or other shrubs, a low-growing, evergreen shrub found in heathland areas.
Examples:
Small heath. Heath habitat. The birdwatcher spotted a rare species on the heath.
Ecologist.
A person who studies the relationships between living organisms and their environment, the state of being outside or directed toward or relating to the outside or exterior.
Examples:
Behavioral ecologist, forestry ecologist. The forestry ecologist studied the interactions between the different species in the forest's ecosystem.
Meander.
To wander or roam aimlessly or leisurely, to follow a winding or circuitous course, as a river or road.
Examples:
Meander down the river. Meander aimlessly. We decided to meander through the park and enjoy the scenery.
Aspen.
A deciduous tree with smooth, white bark that often trembles or quakes in the wind, a type of skiing that involves quick, short turns on steep slopes.
Examples:
Aspen grove. Golden aspen leaves. The aspen trees turned a bright yellow in the fall, creating a beautiful sight.
Boulder.
A type of tree commonly found in damp or wet soil, characterized by smooth gray bark and spear-shaped leaves.
Examples:
Alder leaf. Alder wood. The alder trees in the forest were tall and thin.
Willow.
A deciduous tree or shrub that is often found near water, characterized by long, flexible, and slender branches and narrow leaves.
Examples:
Weeping willow. Willow overhanging the bank. Under the willow tree, they had a lovely picnic in the shade.
Boggy.
Containing a lot of soft, wet soil, marshy, swampy, or waterlogged.
Examples:
Boggy land. Boggy area. The trail through the forest was so boggy that our shoes became soaked.
Bobcat.
A small wild cat native to North America, known for its distinctive tufted ears.
Examples:
Bobcat population. Bobcat's agility. We spotted a bobcat lounging on a rock outcropping during our hike.
Moreover.
Indicating that what follows is an additional or supplementary point, furthermore, in addition to what has been said before.
Examples:
Moreover, she decided to go. But moreover, they work well together. The company is environmentally conscious, and moreover, it uses sustainable materials in its products.
Visualize.
To form a mental image or concept of something, to make something visible.
Examples:
Visualize data. Visualize flying through space. She tried to visualize the layout of the new house in her mind.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Naturalism.
A philosophical belief that everything, including human behavior and cognition, can be explained solely by natural causes and laws.
Examples:
Naturalism in literature. Philosophical naturalism. The scientific method is often seen as an embodiment of naturalism, as it seeks to understand the natural world through observation and experimentation.
Lichen.
A composite organism consisting of a symbiotic relationship between a fungus and an alga or cyanobacterium.
Examples:
Lichen fungus. Lichen families. The lichen on the old tree bark was thick and lush, a sign of a healthy ecosystem.
Moss.
A small, soft plant that grows in a low, compact layer, often on the ground or on rocks.
Examples:
Green moss. Moss garden. Moss grows in damp, shaded areas and is often found on the forest floor.
Rattlesnake.
A venomous snake with a distinctive rattle at the end of its tail, found in the Americas.
Examples:
Rattlesnake bite. Rattlesnake venom. Hikers are warned to watch out for rattlesnakes on the trail during the summer months.
Illuminate.
To light something or to make something lighter or brighter, to make something free from confusion or ambiguity.
Examples:
Illuminate a dark hall. Illuminate my understanding. That biologist illuminated the mechanism of heredity.
Interconnect.
To connect similar things.
Examples:
Directly interconnect with those systems. Human activities interconnect with the environment. Our system can now interconnect with other databases.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Envision.
To imagine or expect what a situation will be like in the future.
Examples:
Envision the future. Envision the project's success. We cannot envision her as president.
Windmill.
A machine that converts wind power into rotational energy, often used for generating electricity.
Examples:
Windmill farm. Windmill blade. The solar windmill was used to generate electricity for the small village.
Farmland.
Land used for farming or agricultural purposes.
Examples:
Farmland acreage. Fertile farmland. The government is encouraging farmers to expand their farmland to increase food production.
Dynamism.
The quality of being characterized by continuous change, activity, and progress, energy or forcefulness in movement or action.
Examples:
The dynamism of the market. Creative dynamism. The dynamism of the new CEO has revitalized the struggling company.